Data block. See, yesterday, if you can see in the example one, this is different. I have defined here actual value, right? If it is a security group, it is a subnet. Just for our reference only, how to call data block only I have updated. If you can see here, same process, you can use data.tf also or just adding into the same file. Just for your reference, just I'm adding into the same file. Okay, let me explain here. Here is the good. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm calling my VPC by using data block. And also I'm calling my subnet by using data block. I'm using the same VPC, whatever you are going to call that VPC for create a security group. And this subnet I'm using for data.aws subnet ID. So how to call? Is there any value of VPC? Is there any value of subnet? No, I'm using the tags. Is this clear? I'm using tags. So your VPC already tags are there, right? Your subnet tags are there, right? I'm calling the tags. See, data source is what? To call from your remote. Your tags or AMI filters, whatever. I'm calling through tags. VPC ID means the tags we can call no problem. Here, there is no value to see that, right? Tags, from the tags, we cannot connect from anywhere. But if you have a VPC ID, security point of view, it's not good. But tags is a optional one, no problem. From the tags, you can't find anything. But Terraform is saying data source. If you want to call VPC, you need to find a ways how to call. So one of the whatever the major process is by using tags. For example, I'm applying filter Y. In my account, 5 VPCs are there. Which VPC you need to take? I am going to apply filter. This is the list of my VPC. I'm applying filter. Which VPC is the value is custom VPC you can pull. So if you can go and verify my VPCs, okay, if you go and verify my VPCs, let me log in now. Yeah, if you can go on my VPC, custom VPC is there, right? Just I'm calling my custom VPC in the by using filter tags. My tags is custom VPC. For example, here one more default VPC is there. So if I ask to my Terraform, call my VPC and give to my call my subnet and give to my EC2 instance here. So how to call? Can you please provide any unique information to call like tags and all? Okay, in that case, this is my tag, my dev subnet in my remote. You just call that subnet only, not all. If you're not provide any tag, it will definitely confuse you, throw an error, define something to call a subnet or something else. So by using tags, name equal to tags name, value should be my dev sub. Call the subnet. Is this clear? Why I have defined here AP South 1, I configure my credential for US East 1. That's what I'm defining here. AP South 1 to work this enter script in AP South 1 only. Is this clear? Sir, can I call different region from here? If you call different region, what is the use you are creating in AP South 1, right? Understand the things. Okay, you can call US East 1, but creating AP South 1, what is the use to call? Are you going to create instance in AP South 1 to use US East 1 VPC? No, right? Yeah. Is this clear? Data source, second example. Yeah. Where it is here. Okay. So here, why square brackets? I can call multiple VPCs also. I can call multiple VPCs also, right or not? See, I can call multiple VPCs. I will use this VPC for this EC2, this VPC for other EC2, whatever. I will call multiple things. Yeah. Is this clear, everyone? The data source. And if you can see here, my AMI, how to resolve this one instead of hard code? Again, data source, right? Yesterday we already done in example one, right? Call the data source for AMI and mention data.ami dot something ID. Clear? That's what I'm saying, Arun. If there is no tag name, how it will pull? If 5 VPCs are there, that's what I'm saying, right? If there is no tag name, how your see, manual process only. If I say to you, create instance in VPC, what you will do? Definitely will ask, in my end 5 VPCs are there, which VPC? No, create instance in VPC. Hey, what you are saying here? Which VPC I need to create? Same thing Terraform also, right? We have to define Terraform also. Don't confuse. I'll tell you here. This is the tag you can call and create. Clear? Yeah. Okay, this is for till day 6 history. I think if you are good till here, I'm very fine. Let me jump to day 7 now. Before that, user data. Hmm? Day spelling wrong. CD day 7 user data. Okay. So guys, what is user data? Tags are mandatory for any service. Okay. First of all, we are not supposed to create any resources without tags. Terraform will call only tags base. We have one more way, that is a little tricky way. We need to call state file. Okay, state file are stored in S3 bucket, right? We can call the state file and ask to state file give the VPC details. It will give. It's very advanced. I will show you required. Don't worry. Okay. Only two ways. For example, guys, if you need to call VPC, you can call VPC ID or VPC name only, right? Is there any options? Unique ones? No, right? CIDR will apply for other VPC also. So we don't have any options. VPC ID we should not pass. See, if I pass example one wanted, I have passed, right? To understand the difference. Subnet ID, VPC ID, I have passed wantedly. If you can see here. This is not at all correct actually. Okay, for your understanding, just I'm saying ID will come from there to show that only. But it is not a recommended. See, why we are using data block here? We can directly use the ID and variables and something to it, right? To understand that, let me write anyway. Not recommended, just for your understanding only, just how the data block will call this ID. So ID, we have options ID, but if I mention ID, this is not a correct practice. That's what I can call by using tags. By using tags, we cannot find the ID of the VPC, right? Anyway. Okay, let's jump to user data. So guys, if you can see here, let me come here. Okay, if you can see here, what is EC2 user data? Okay. EC2 user data is nothing but we can pass our script before. Okay. For example, if you want to install something HTTP, we can host the application. What is the steps, guys? First, what I need to do? M update -y. If I want to static website, any static website hosting by using web server, M install HTTPD -y. Next, okay, systemctl start HTTPD. If required, enable also. And we need to move into the var directory www html, and we can write via index.html and save and quit. Okay. So these steps we need to follow. Is this clear? So once we create EC2 instance, we connect the EC2 instance, we can run these commands, right? But without connect to instance, we can run this all steps. If you pass in the EC2 user data, it will automatically run all the steps, the backend, by using shell script. By using shell script. Mhm. So if I come now here, what is shell script, guys? Hmm. Yeah. For example, let me connect. So guys, excuse me, sudo su hyphen. So I'm in the root, right? So what is shell script, guys? See, whatever instructions you are going to give in the form of file, those will run one by one, one by one. For example, your requirement is to create a one directory, go inside the directory, create a one file. So what can you, how you can do mkdir? First step is, for example, demo directory, and go inside demo and create a file, touch file. ls file will be there in the demo. So I have done 3 steps, right, for this. So whatever steps you have done now, you just give into the bin bash. It will run automatically one by one. For example, now vi any file. If you are running shell script, we need to give the file name .sh extension. For example, my shell script is test.sh. So file will create a test.sh. Inside, it will open one page. Here we need to write bin bash. This is called shebang line. Okay, shebang line. This line will only execute whatever steps you are going to pass inside. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, guys. So now you can run any whatever instructions you are giving first. My instructions is create a directory, go inside directory, and go inside directory and create a file. So we have to define like that. Okay, we have to define like that. Go here, and try that. So in the shebang line, just give here. Here you should not comment out the line. Okay, you have to write now. The first command is what? Create some folder, right? mkdir. You can give any name. Okay, I'm giving today. My directory name is today. Okay, created, right? Next, you need to create a file in today. So what you need to do? cd today, second step. Now second step is executed to today. Next, create file, touch file one. Clear? Means whatever, it will go to the first created today and go inside today and create a file. Clear? So now if I run, two ways we can run the shell script. /test.sh or sh space test.sh. Two ways. Okay, let me check now. Today is created, right? And go inside today. File one is created. Understand? So we have to run all instructions in shebang line. Okay, all instructions shebang line. Whatever commands, all Linux commands, it will execute one by one, one by one, one by one. Is this clear, everyone? Save now. Escape colon WQ exclamation. Like this, we can save it. Yeah, very good, Shivan. Thank you. Let me write here. To save, to quit without save. Okay. So in that case, can I give my all instructions, right? First instruction is m update -y. Second instruction is m install -htpd. Third instruction, go to var www.html. Fourth instruction, whatever instruction, print the your echo by using echo command. We can print the content into that file, right? How to print the file? For example, okay, let's come here. So for example, in today, file one is there, right? So if I want to print something into file one, how to print? Echo hi, you greater than file one. Clear? Cat file one is there. In that case, I'm going to print something in my index.html in this path, where www.html index.html path. Clear? Okay. So if you can see here, any doubts on these comments? First one is what? Shebang line. Next what? Update your repo. Next install HTTPD. Start your service. enable your service, echo whatever content you are going to give, and which path greater than indexed HTML path, where it is inside var www.html. Clear? Wait. For example, guys, I'm outside, not in today. I want to print. So in today file is there, right? Already file one is there. I want to print in the file one something by using echo command. How to print? Echo welcome greater than where? I need to define path, right? Whatever the file one is not there in the current directory. So I need to give the path. Go path where it is today file one. Okay. Today file one. I'm current directory today is there, right? Today file one. Now if you can go to cd today ls cat file one. Welcome is there. Same thing. I'm going to print this content in which path? Inside var www.html, create index.html here. Clear or not? Yeah. Anyway, message, right? This is just thank you. Clear, guys? Let's come now. So where we need to use this one, that we want to work on it now, right? Copy, go to EC2 instance. Let me launch one instance. User data. Amazon Linux instance type key pair. So use the default all. If you can come advanced details, in advanced details, click on it. Yes, exactly, Anagarjuna. Advanced details, click on it, come down. There is a user data optional. Okay. So we can paste it or, or you can choose file, your notepad, you can upload it. Understand? Two options here. Directly hard code it or upload your file. Is it clear, everyone? So in my case, anyway, just message, no problem. Okay, I'm going to launch a instance. So my user data is pending now. If you can go and go to actions, instance settings, there is a edit user data block. See, updated right here. It's initializing state, right? No, I think we need to wait some time. Initializing state. It should come 2 by 2 checks. I think no issue in my security groups. Okay, I haven't enabled now. Got it. I can give my IP also. It will work only for me. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So no need to connect, go inside and do something, whatever it is. Okay. So yes, it's just message to print means my end only message is only there. If you put application, application will print. How we can check logs if something goes wrong user data? It will say straight away. So there is a CloudWatch logs. Okay, in EC2, we need to first configure the CloudWatch for that. Okay, in your user data. Script now. Okay, no problem. I'm going to delete this one. I'll deploy by using Terraform the same process. Okay. Now come to by using Terraform. So where we can use the more this process, guys, if you are doing the DevOps job, so we need to install so many tools, right? Git and Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, so on so. So if you install manually, it's a very headache process. So you just write a script and you can create an instance to deploy all those things. For example, if you can see in my whatever practice I'm going to do here by using VS Code, right? But actually we need to deploy this in EC2 instance, right? Any cloud instance, right? In that cloud instance, we need to install Terraform, Git, and everything, whatever it is. So that cloud instance we are creating by using Terraform, right? While creating time, we are defining in the cloud instance, this instance create, while creating time install these required dependencies. So once is Terraform will create instance and also require dependencies. Then you can directly start your work. No need to install manually. If you can see here, my end, this is project Terraform DevOps tools configurations. See, I have updated everything here. If you want to install Docker, Trivy, Kubernetes, Mav, and Jenkins, and whatever, Git and all, don't go any Google. They're giving different versions and something. These are all working one. If you want to install Docker, come to my page, install Docker, copy paste. If you want to install SonarQube, copy paste. Trivy, copy paste. EKSCTL, copy paste. JFrog, copy. Everything will be there here. Almost 12 tools, regular tools. So you can just, otherwise, if you run this script, everything is going to create, right? No need to install a manual process. So don't spend more time for half an hour, 45 minutes for install the tools. The reason is maybe you are taking 2023 Linux instance. They are giving 2022. They have not mentioned anything, the Linux version. They are simply giving the what are the instructions you are following, the getting error, you will spend more time on that. Okay. No one is remember, right? How to install these steps and all. Taking from Google and doing that, right? Somewhere. Our agenda is to install Jenkins only. No one will ask, show me the command to show me the repo ID for to install the Jenkins. If anyone will ask, don't go for that company first. Okay. Yeah. That's all, guys. Let me do one thing here. Okay. What I can do in day 7, right? So here I need to create a file first. Okay. I need to create a file regarding your script file. For example, test.sh or whatever the script file. Whenever you give it the .sh, see shell script logo. So in this, you need to copy paste your script. Is this clear? Where is my script here? Copy it, paste it. Clear? If you can see, this is for to install what? Configure your something related information. Now I can so after that you can give your git and all something information also. M install git-y. How to install Terraform? Let's go to that path. My Terraform, yeah. Copy these three. Control C, Control V, right? Just I'm giving here Terraform. Just for understanding. Git. Okay. So just whatever example it is, while creating while creating instance by using Terraform, that instance need this required stuff. That's it only. Otherwise, you need to do manually these steps, right? Yeah. Hmm. Is this clear, guys? Simply only one step here. I'm not going to create any security group and all. Already done, right? So many times. Control C. You just come here. Control V. Okay. So here only one thing is key name I'm going to give change TS test. Yeah. So security groups also I'm just removing at this. Okay. Okay. I'm removing security group also. Okay. So if you can see here, I'm just creating here. User data. This is what? User data. So here I need to give here only test.sh. My file is what here? Test.sh. Is this clear? So we have to give template file and codes your test.sh. And directly we can use one more function, file function. That is also easy. Let me check my end. Is there any use file function? Mm, Anyway, yeah, file function. Directly you can give file function. File test.sh. That's it only. So user data will support two ways. File, it will update, you can upload the file. Otherwise, you need to write here everything. Whatever the things are there, you have to write in user data. That is not a recommended. It's not looks good, right? So file function I'm using. So manual process also two functions it will support. You can upload as a file or you can write everything. So I'm not writing anything. I'm writing in the file. I'm uploading my file by using file function. Clear? Okay, let me run. My AMI is Mumbai or not. AMS will change, guys. Okay, I think you know, right? While large, Terraform monorepo T2 micro. Clear? I'm using file function. My Terraform is going to create test.sh. Okay, project main EC2. So, but I need to define something here. My provider block, right? I configure US East 1, right? Clear? Let's go on init first. Let's go on give a plan. Yeah. So what is error? Invalid key pair. Okay. Let's go to Mumbai. So guys, we are pending key pair, right? Tomorrow we are focusing on key pair. Test key. Data source is very important in real time. And very important topic, day after tomorrow, I'm going to discuss modules. Terraform modules are very, very, very important. Real time, you are using only modules. You are not writing any scripts. We are calling from additional one. Hmm. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, guys. Oh, it's created, right? Yes, Nagarjuna. Very good. This question is very nice, Aditya. I'm going to explain coming classes this one also. Okay, just park aside for your question. Let's go and check my instance. Then I will explain that also. So project main EC2 is running now, right? Let's go and connect first. Okay, so git install Terraform install. Clear? So if you want to install any tools configurations, you can just simply write a .sh file and give into the file and file name .sh, the using file function. And I can access also, but my security group by default 8 is not enabled. Okay, let's go on there. Okay. In that case, it will clear. So application also we can deploy by using user data. If you want to give any application, just mention as a .sh and give the path users. It will take. Guys, for suppose file is here, right? That's why it's taking by default. If file is not here, file is there in C drive, D drive, you have to give path here. Okay. Clear? This is user data. And a very important thing is, if you are okay means I will jump to next topic. So you have to write a note, whatever things, and enter Terraform. If any requirement will come, you need to think which process it will fit for this requirement. For example, in the requirement, already VPC is there. You have to create a extension that VPC means immediately you need to strike data source I need to use. Or but this easy to after creating S3 only create any condition will come immediately dependency block you have to strike. This application you need to deploy easy to by using Terraform. Immediately you can use the file function by using user data. You need to call outputs means immediately output a TF. You need to understand all those things. Okay. Okay. And interview point of view, guys. Usually some companies not allowed to install softwares in their mission, sir. How DevOps will secure and stop creating things? If you not install any software, how you can do the work? Hmm? Can you just name those companies? I don't know. I didn't say anything. Without install Git, without install something, how Git will work? Maybe your question, what I can understand, softwares not install means you don't have work with the softwares. Is this clear? For example, your work is to do something only Git, na? They are giving only access for Git, not for all. If you're not giving access means whatever Terraform and all something, you don't think others also not their access. They have access. But as per your work, they're giving access for only Git. Clear? We have an admin team. Okay, admin has to control everything. I need Git, he will install. But this is different. Admin is giving different. Admin is giving different to do your testing development. But if your hand or project means you have to say to client, right? Your admin will not contact your client. Admin don't know anything inside. Admin knows only how to install only. How to install also you have to say that guy. He will give the username password to you. Admin access. After give username password, it will install. But path you have to say that admin team. So now if you say to client guys, for example, this is the see, I have already done one project, whatever the project in Kubernetes and Docker related something. I'm not going to install anything manually. If my Terraform apply means one instance will create. That instance will install all dependencies, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Git and all. Now I'll just go to that instance. I will run the pipeline. That's it only. 2 steps only. If I say, instead of doing that, hey, my dear client, okay, my dear client, take the breakfast and after that run one by one. If I say that, how difficult it is task to run all, definitely he will say, no, no, it is not possible from my end. Can't you do it in automation? That's what user data, right? Anyway, so if you can see here, this is a project what we implemented. Anyway, we can discuss a lot later. Clear? Okay. The next one is, guys, I hope you guys are follow notes also. If you can see here, even I'm going to give final notes also. If you can see my data source, excuse me, my data source example 2. Also, I'm updating every notes. In the above block of the code, we are using VPs and subnet that I already created on AWS. So then using data block, which refers to data source. Simple, what is data source? We can call existing one. That's it only. Don't write 10, 20 sentences in the data source. So that is we VPC subnet. By doing this, we are retrieving the information about VPC and subnet that are created outside of the Terraform configuration. Yes, those are already created outside of the Terraform configurations, right? We don't know those configuration files. Then creating security group that use VP side that we know, right? So that was fetched using data block. So the VPC we fetched from the data block. And further creating EC2 instance that use the subnet ID also that we can fetch by using data block to fetch the subnet details. Then create and done. So follow my notes also parallelly. If you miss anything, you just add a few points in your notes also, no problem. Yeah, coming to day 7. So we discuss user data, right? You discuss user data, just we can update user data related notes only. Only 2-3 points only fine, right? Just we can call the whatever tools, configurations, and applications by using user data as such we can give into the user instance while creating time. Anyway, the next one is life cycle rules, guys. Okay, MKDIR, day 7. Very important. Life cycles. Sorry. Mm. This is a very interesting topic, very easy topic. Okay, I'm not explaining anything. By seeing you can easily understand. Day 7 ls touch main.tf. Issue is in provider packages. Your provider block. Issue is in provider block. I think this error will get in time also. Show me your script once after complete the class. I mean, 12:30. Okay, so I'm not going to explain anything. You just understand. Self-learning is very important, right? Sometimes, right? So it will come into the picture. Nothing is there. Everyone can understand this one. So again, I'm just copying here and pasting here. So understand this one. So I think no need to explain this one, right? Just remove availability zone and all. Okay. Let me keep it as, anyway, just keep it as, this AMI ID is US, T2 micro, test and all. Okay, fine. Okay, see guys, we have a three type of life cycles. Three type of life cycle. So what is the life cycle? We have a different rules in the life cycle. For example, guys, if you want, if you want to destroy your Terraform, what is the command? Terraform destroy and apply. If you can give, it is automatically destroy, right? So if you want to protect from that, instead of, someone maybe just, if they give Terraform destroy, everything is going to destroy, right? We can control that action by using lifecycle loads. Okay. For example, lifecycle Terraform destroy equal to false. If you can give means until make it as a true, it will not allow to destroy your file. I mean, default action is true. It will delete it. If you can give destroy means it will delete it. This default action. Okay. If you can see here, we have a three type of rules. First rule is what, guys? Can anyone understand? Say me that. Entry point of view, very important. Create before destroy equal to true. What is this? What is the meaning? With your 7 days or 6 days knowledge, what you can understand? Create before destroy equal to true. This attribute will create the new object first and then destroy the old one. What is this? Huh? It will destroy old one, create new one. Wrong. Create before destroy means what? Hmm? Guys, my instance is running, not backup. My instance is running US East 1A. I want to create in 1B, not in 1A. By mistake, you have created in 1A. Now, if you can come in Terraform state file, if you can change to 1A to 1B, what is the action if you apply it? Destroy or update? Leave it Terraform. Understand in manual process. Is there any possible? Definitely we have to create in 1B. Same instance is remains, destroy and delete, recreate. Same the process, Terraform also will follow the destroy and recreate. Right or not? We should not create one more instance, right? If you create means that instance also there. That's what in the same Terraform file, whatever 1A is there, we are going to change it into 1B. So if you apply means existing one delete and recreate whatever region you are defined, available region you are defined here. So, okay, in that case, what is the default action? While apply Terraform means what is the default action? Yes, destroy and create. First step is what? Destroy. Default action is destroy and create. If you destroy and create means in that gap, we have a 2 or 3 minutes, right? Maybe application may down right at that time. Something if you think like that. So instead of do that, we are saying to Terraform, first create, then destroy old one. Quite opposite for default action. What is the default action? Destroy first, create next. It's a default action. No, create before destroy equal to true. By default, it is a false. That's what destroy first, create next. If it is true means first it will create, then it will destroy old one. But same file. Is this clear? Yeah. What is this? Prevent, destroy equal to true. What is the meaning? Hmm? It will not. Tell me guys, it will not. Let me destroy days on user data. Okay, so first action is destroy and update. So we are going to change that into quite opposite. First create and destroy. For that, lifecycle will help. Lifecycle will help create and destroy equal to true. By default, it is a false. If you make it true, sir, where is the false? By default, it's a nature of Terraform. We're unable to see this one. If you want to make it as a quite opposite, we have to define this block, lifecycle block. Okay, and last one. First is clear. Second one is what? Prevent destroy equal to true means what? It will not destroy until make it change it into false. Or comment it, this line. And last one is, okay, if you do some changes inside your manual EC2 instance, whatever manually, those instance, for example, if you do some changes in the tags manually, if you rerun then whatever tags are there in the Terraform script, it will update again, right? So by using lifecycle rule, we can control that also. Ignore changes equal to true. Lifecycle rule, ignore changes equal to true. If you mention means like this, I mean, true means here tags. It will exclude your Terraform script to override the tags. For example, if you have changed some instance type, you can give instance type here. If you rerun means, Terraform will not disturb your instance type. Clear? Okay, one by one we can check now. The first one is, first we need to create this resource. Let me come to back. Okay, Terraform init. We can also update whatever. If you know AWS, you can play with all services. I'm taking as example as EC2. Little we can show all ways in EC2 instance. I mean, all dependencies we can easily the service is well suitable for Terraform to explain. You can take it IAM, whatever it is, RDS. The process is same. We are passing EC2 attributes, right? You can pass if you are RDS means RDS attributes. That's it only. If you know RDS knowledge, that's it only. Okay, so Terraform. Okay, let me change this lifecycle tag. I'm going to comment this one first. Okay, I'm commenting all. So I'm going to apply now. Unclosed configuration block. Yeah. I don't know test key is there in my region. Let me invalid subnet and all something. Okay, I'll do one thing. Just I will pass here. Okay, so let me change AMI ID. Taking from here. Just now we have completed user data main dot control C. test key. Let me AP South 1A. Okay, so I'm just commenting this subnet. Okay, let me apply now. Okay, it's creating. Human errors. Lifecycle will not give any human errors. It will say plan itself. We can see that, right? Any human errors. Okay, now instance is created, guys. I'm going to try first lifecycle rule is a prevented destroy equal to true. So if I give destroy, definitely it will destroy. But I'm going to enable this rule. Lifecycle. Okay. So okay. So what is the mistake here? My instance, if you are saying to instance, if someone is trying to destroy, you will not destroy. In that case, I need to inform to that instance in the main braces, right? This is the main braces. My life cycle should be there in my main braces. It is outside means it will not, it will expect like independent. It should be inside resource block. Now, if I give destroy control S, okay, lifecycle prevent destroy set. So we are unable to destroy this Terraform. So production environment, definitely we are enabling this one. Okay, we are enable this one. Clear, guys? Hmm. Let me comment again. And I'm going to uncomment this one. Okay, so ignore changes equal to tags. So we can see lifecycle also we can easily type, guys. It will come automatically. So you can write ignore changes whatever it is. But why red is it is not inside of my block. That's what it's coming here. Okay, already lifecycle is there. That's what is coming here. Okay. So now the point is here, ignore changes equal to tags. Let's go and check my instance now. Okay, my instance is AP South 1A, it is running now. So I'm going to change the tags to only T. If I rerun my Terraform apply, what is the default action? It will change to test. Terraform apply it will run entire script, so this tags will update existing one. That we know, right? It's a default action. So now what I'm saying to Terraform, hey Terraform, see, can you please ignore while runtime these tags only? So you can write whatever you want to ignore. Instance type, region, whatever. It will ignore these changes. Okay, so control S. I'm just applying here. Zero changes. Clear? Zero changes means there is no changes. Same it is as is. T only. It's a life cycle change. Ignore changes. Now the last one is, let me comment out. Create before destroy. So if you can come here, my availability zone is 1 year, right? I'll just give 1B. Okay. I'm just giving 1B. Control S. So actually first it has to come destroy, right? So creating. Right opposite, clear? It's a creating first, not destroying. Default action is what? First destroy, then create. Now quite opposite, create and destroy. Now destroying after create. Still destroying. So, okay, this is a process for life cycle. Okay. So guys, so far, what are the topics we discuss in Terraform? Just tell me everyone. I will write here. What are the topics we discussed so far? From the scratch. Don't say, don't say day one, day two, day three. Topics. First, installation. Next, creation, basic code. To create EC2. Next, variables. In that variables we learn, right? Variables. Next, variables. Okay, terraform.tfrs. Next, output file. Rahul, very good. Next, fourth one, custom creation, right? Custom network creation. So in this, we learn to call IDs. Okay, VPC ID, subnet ID. So, okay, calling VPC and subnet and all. Next. So once custom creation network done after state file. Yes, very good. State file overview. Next, state file. Yeah. Backend configure. Next, and DynamoDB locking. Next, very good. Terraform import. Next, data sources. Very good. And dependency block. Okay, dependencies blocks. Next, user data life cycles. Okay, these are the topics we discuss so far. So you just understand 70% almost we done. Okay, so remaining 30% is very important. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Any questions from anyone? Any doubts? Others? Any questions? Okay. So the final one, what you are understanding from this? How many buckets I'm going to create? Hmm? Two buckets. One bucket in which region this bucket? Which region this bucket? Hmm? America. It's a global. Bucket is not a global. Shyam. Bucket is region. Tomorrow, sir. Tomorrow only. This is your work only. Just understand it only. Nothing is there in that. There is no rocket science. Guys, let's suppose just leave for this. Okay, let me copy this one here. There is no highlighters will come, right? Just copy here. Now, if I want to create bucket here, resource block, AWS hyphen, S3 bucket, huh? S3 bucket. And if you can give test, so you can just give bucket name, just to give something all. Okay. So guys, this bucket will create in which region? Which region? See here. AP South one. I need one more bucket, but not in AP South one. How to do it? Hmm? Very good, guys. One more provider, right? Okay. So here, can I change it US East one? Is this fine? Hmm? This is fine. See how you can confirm that this resource will take Mumbai, this resource will take US. How? Where you can rename? I'm not getting here. Where I should change here? Where I should change here? Hmm? Getting my question? So how I can say this resource is going to create this block, this provider? Providers in resources block. If provider in resource block, first you can give init means it will not give anything. Hmm. We have to write alias for this. Alias means what? Your name is just converting into other name. Nickname. Sir, why alias name? Provider.aws is common for everywhere. For example, here different name is there. AWS2 is there. Definitely I can just call here AWS2 something. But if you are passing my region here, it will not take, right? It will not, it will not take, it will confuse where I will take here. Provider block resource type is same. But in the provider block, there is no local name concept. If there is a local name concept, you can give AWS dot local name, you can something we can do it. So that's why here we need to write a alias. Tell me. Alias equal to give some name. America or India or something. You can call this alias. Here it will take by default this one. But I need to specify. If you are not specify this one also, this both can create default region. I mean, whatever configure your configurations, username, whatever that access can secret key. So if you can see here, I'm just writing alias equal to America. So now in my provider block, simply I can write here. You just take my provider equal to AWS.India. So it will take from here, this provider block. If alias is there means that's what I can give here. You should not give here alias. You should give the value of the alias. India. If it is America, you can give America. Clear? Okay, that's all for today. Please practice it. We're running out of time already. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Only 3 classes left. Okay, just be careful. Don't skip the classes. Bye.